I appreciate our media partners and law enforcement detail for being here. My name is Andy Kahn. I'm Director of Victim Services, Crime Stoppers of Houston. And we are here today to ask for the public's help in a particularly sadistic and heinous type of act that we're going to get into right now. But basically what we have right here is on or about December 19th of 2021. This is, this is 9:30 in the morning. And sadly, we're seeing more and more of these brazen attacks that are occurring during the day, during the morning, during the afternoon. Nobody waits for, the sun to go down anymore to do these types of acts. You had a female complainant in her mid-30s, just jogging along the trail. We all do this, walk in the 6800 block of West Orem and the 13600 block of Blue Ridge, which kind of runs across the Greenway Bayou Sims axis. And we will get you the actual corrected copy of the flyer, which we're working on right now, which gives you more of the specific locations on there. I'm going to not talk about the details. I'm going to have one of the investigating officers talking for that. But I think it's important to remember that the public is our best eyes and ears out there. And the public is our partners. And we know, somebody knows, we have a very good description of the suspect. We have description, we have tattoos, we have everything on here. So there's no doubt in our minds that somebody knows who the perpetrator is, and we're asking you to stand up, do the right thing, step up to the plate, contact Crime Stoppers. You can do it one of three ways. You can call us at 713-222-TIPS, submit a tip online, www.crime-stoppers.org. We have a mobile app available in over 20 languages. And right now, we have an up to a $5,000 reward for you to give us information that leads to this particular suspect arrest. And based on the MO right here, and as someone who's been in the criminal justice system for over 30 years, I can tell you this is an extremely dangerous individual. And more than likely, this is not his first dog and pony show doing something like this. This is extremely bold and brazen, and the fact that he was doing this out in the middle of the day, the middle of the morning, where anybody could actually stumble or see, tells me that we got to get this guy off the street before someone else pays the price for this. So I'm going to ask Houston Police Department detective, and if I butcher your name, it's not going to be for lack of effort, Detective Kirsten Korsiak, to come up here and give you details and what we're looking for and get into more of the specifics of the case.
Good morning. Thank you everyone for taking the time out to be present and here today. I am Detective Korsiak with the Houston Police Department Special Victims Division Adult Sex Crimes Unit, and I'm here today to request assistance from the public in identification in an unknown suspect in an aggravated sexual assault case. On or about Sunday, December 19th, 2021, at approximately 9:30 a.m., a female complainant in her mid-30s of smaller stature was jogging along the trail at the park located at the 6800 block of West Orem and the 13600 block of Blue Ridge, which runs along the Greenway Bayou Sims axis located in southwest Houston. As the complainant was jogging along the trail, she passed an unidentified male who was sitting on a bench located on the trail. The complainant continued jogging for several yards when she then realized the male had gotten up from the bench dressed in a maroon shirt, blue jeans, and cowboy boots, running after her. She then sprinted towards the direction she was going in attempts to get away from the suspect, but was caught before making it to the main road. Upon the suspect catching up with the complainant, he grabbed her, at which time the complainant began to actively fight back in attempts to get away. The suspect then picked up the complainant and slammed her on the ground, consisting of concrete, causing her pain and abrasions. Prior to the complainant being able to get off the ground from being slammed into the concrete, the suspect then grabbed her and threatened her life with a sharp instrument to comply with his demands. At that time, the complainant complied with the suspect's demands and followed him to an undisclosed area and was strangled and sexually assaulted. After the suspect was finished, he then left in an unknown direction of travel. The complainant suffered visible injuries and received medical attention and is stable at this time. Thanks to the bravery and the participation of the complainant, in combination with the Houston Police Department Forensic Art Division, We were able to get a composition of the unidentified male suspect in this case and a sketch of a distinctive tattoo located on his right hand. As you can see in the two sketches before you, the suspect description is a Hispanic male, approximately 25 to 35 years of age, 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing approximately 150 pounds with short black hair, medium brown complexion, medium build, wearing a maroon shirt, blue jean, and cowboy boots, with a rosary tattoo with 4 initials including the letters C and D under the rosary located on the suspect's webbing area near the thumb of his right hand. On behalf of the Houston Police Department and the complainant in this case, we are asking for the public's help in identifying this person or providing any leads that may lead to an arrest. Crime Stoppers has graciously offered a $5,000 reward for information leading to the charging and or arrest of the suspect in this case. Tips can be called into Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. At this time, we only know of 1 victim, but if there are any more victims, we encourage you to come forward. Some public safety tips that we've come up with are to be vigilant and aware of your surroundings at all times. When traveling along trails, sidewalks, etc., go in groups or as there are safety in numbers. If you do not have other friends or family that can go with you, make other safety plans, such as making sure your loved ones know where you're going and the time that you're expected to be back. Additionally, if you see someone in distress, help out, either by helping them to the best of your ability or at least calling 911. Do not stop and start recording them. Treat people as you want someone from your family to be treated in that situation. The thing is that even though when you follow all safety precautions, you can still become a victim of a violent offender. We in Special Victims Division care about our victims of sexual assault. We understand it is not uncommon for complainants to delay reporting to law enforcement for a multitude of reasons. But we do encourage any sexual assault victim to at least go to their local hospital and submit to a SANE exam or sexual assault examination within 120 hours after the assault for preservation of evidence. There is an option to complete the SANE exam and not to report to the police, or at least until once the victim feels safe and ready to do so, then they may report. This time, Detective Jay Garza will state this in Spanish.
Buenos días, soy el detective José Garza de la Policía de Houston, la División de Víctimas Especiales, la Unidad de Crímenes Sexuales con los Adultos. Estoy aquí asistiendo a la detective Corsiak en este caso que ella está investigando. Muchas gracias por su presencia y por la asistencia para ayudarnos a resolver este crimen. Aproximadamente el domingo, diciembre 19 de 2021, alrededor de las 9:30 de la mañana, una mujer víctima en la edad de los 30 años y de estatura pequeña estaba corriendo o trotando alrededor del camino que se encuentra en el parque de la dirección de 6800 West Thorn y 13600 Blue Ridge. Este camino corre acerca del Bayou Greenway, Sims Access, que está localizado en el suroeste de Houston. Mientras la víctima estaba trotando en ese camino, ella pasó un hombre que no hemos identificado. Él estaba sentado en una banca en el camino. La víctima continuó trotando por algunas yardas cuando ella se dio cuenta que el hombre la estaba siguiendo. Cuando se había levantado de la banca, este sospechoso traía puesto una camisa marrón, pantalones azules y botas vaqueras, y él estaba persiguiéndola. Ella trató de evadir al sospechoso en la dirección que ella estaba corriendo, pero el sospechoso la alcanzó antes de llegar al camino principal. Cuando el sospechoso la alcanzó, él la agarró por la fuerza y la víctima aunque trató de pelear con el sospechoso para escaparse, no le fue posible. El sospechoso agarró a la fuerza a la víctima, la aventó contra el suelo, causándole dolor y lastimaduras. Antes de que la víctima pudiera levantarse del suelo e impedir que la siguieran asaltando, el hombre la agarró por la fuerza y la amenazó con un objeto punzocortante. un objeto filudo que no está especificado todavía. Él amenazó y ella tuvo que acceder a sus demandas. Fue en ese tiempo que la víctima, el sospechoso la llevó cerca de ese camino, a unas cuantas yardas, y fue cuando esa víctima fue sexualmente agredida. Después de que el sospechoso había terminado, él se fue en una dirección que no sabemos todavía. La víctima sufrió lastimaduras visibles y recibió atención médica, y en este tiempo ya está estable. Gracias a la ayuda y la participación de la víctima, en combinación con la división de arte forénsico, hemos construido este sketch o este dibujo del sospechoso, que tiene un tatuaje distintivo en su mano derecha. Como pueden ver en el sketch ante ustedes, el sospechoso es un hombre de la raza hispana de aproximadamente 25 a 35 años de edad, alrededor de 5 pies y 5 pulgadas de estatura y peso de aproximadamente 150 libras. Este sospechoso está descrito como tiene el cabello pequeño, corto, también es de tez morena, es de estatura mediana y como les dije anteriormente, tiene una camisa marrón, o traía una camisa marrón, pantalones azules y botas vaqueras. El tatuaje que lleva en la mano es de un rosario y fue descrito que tenía las iniciales C y D bajo el rosario, en la misma mano derecha. De parte del Departamento de la Policía de Houston y la víctima en este caso, estamos pidiendo que el público nos ayude a identificar a este sospechoso, o que nos ayuden a tomar más pistas que puedan llevarnos a un arresto. Gracias a la unidad de Crime Stoppers, que nos han ayudado con una recompensa de $5,000 para información que nos lleve al arresto de este sospechoso. Los tips pueden ser llamados al 713-222-TIPS. En este momento solamente sabemos de esta víctima, pero puede haber muchas más víctimas. Por eso también pedimos al público que si reconocen a este sospechoso y fue víctima de él, que por favor les imploramos que vengan y que reporten su caso. Como siempre pedimos a las víctimas que traten de estar vigilantes y sepan sus alrededores. Siempre es bueno, si va a salir, que vaya acompañado de alguien, porque siempre hay más fuerza en números. Siempre avisarle a sus queridos dónde van a estar y a qué horas piensan regresar. También, si usted es testigo de un incidente y mira a alguna víctima que necesita ayuda, por favor, hágalo. O tan siquiera llame a la policía y repórtelo. No solamente grabarlo. La cosa es de que aunque las víctimas sigan todas las formas de precaución, no es imposible evitar que estos incidentes vuelvan a ocurrir. Por eso también les pedimos a las víctimas de que si fueron víctimas de asalto sexual, que vayan al hospital, para que una enfermera les colecte la evidencia y cuando estén listos de reportar el incidente lo hagan a la policía.
To wrap it up, in this case the victim is anybody's daughter, sister, mother, aunt who now has to live a life knowing what happened to her. And if there's other victims out there, we need you to come forward. We have given you an incredible look into who this person is. We have given an incredible description of who the complainant is. Who the perpetrator is in this case. So we're asking you to please disseminate this information out as much as you can, because we know somebody out there is going to recognize who the perpetrator is that committed this incredibly sadistic and insidious assault. And we need to get them off the streets. And if this doesn't strike your conscience, if you don't want to step up just to do the right thing, Crime Stoppers is giving you right now up to 5,000 reasons why you want to do the right thing. You know the drill. Give us a call, send us a tip, and as always, all tipsters remain anonymous. So we'll open it up to any questions right now.
You said this happened in December. Why now ask for the public's help?
Yes, ma'am. So, as most people know with investigations, we have to start off with doing some of the groundwork, trying to, one, see if there's any other cases that match it so that, again, we can possibly put other things together before putting out this information. At this time, the reason why we're coming into the public is because this is all the leads we have. We have a fantastic, just like Mr. Khan said, a fantastic sketch. The complainant and our forensic team did an amazing job, but at this time we cannot identify him. We've gone through multiple avenues, and unfortunately we just have not been able to do so at this time.
And then you guys said that the sexual assault happened at an undisclosed location. Was
Correct.
this a building? Was it out in the public? What kind of location are we talking about?
What I will disclose is that it is in the public. It was in the public's eyes. Somebody could have possibly walked by and saw it occurring. However, at this time, we're not disclosing that information as to specifically where.
And then you said that he was threatening with some type of weapon.
Correct.
Did she have to go in the car? How did they get to that location? Did they walk there? How did they get there?
They walked.
And can you tell us what that weapon was? Was it a knife?
We're not disclosing that information at this time.
Is there surveillance video of this individual?
No, sir.
Has there been any other complaints about attacks in the area or attempted attacks?
No, sir. Again, that's why, like I said earlier, we've gone through several different arrays of running different queries and different searches to see if there was any possible cases that matched, and at this time we did not find any, whether attempted and or completed. That's why at this time we're asking for the public's help with all the information that we do have in order to help find the perpetrator.
Did they run tests after the sexual assaults?
Yes, we are still waiting on labs for certain confirmation of certain things, but yes, they are in the process.
You guys might have mentioned it earlier. You were talking about the maroon shirt. Was it long sleeves? Or is there any more description on that shirt? Long sleeve or short sleeve? It was in December, so it was cold, right?
During that time, it was a cooler, but you know, everyone knows how Houston weather is. It's kind of bipolar. We kind of go from 80s to 30s real quick. It was not described to us. Unfortunately, even with all the amazing things that our complainant could recall, she could not recall that. So we do not know if it was a short sleeve or long sleeve at this time. Any other questions?
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate everybody's help getting this information out, and let's get this guy off the street. Thank you. Yeah.